God told Israel, he said that in the book of Judges, that there would come a group, that there would come a group that would be known as Zebulun. It was one of the 12 tribes. And God said, because they fought, and this is in Judges chapter 4, because they fought with Deborah. You remember Deborah? She was a mighty warrior, not a man, a woman. And Deborah led Israel's army into battle. She was an amazing girl. And she led them to victory. And the Bible said fighting with them was a tribe called Zebulun. And because they demonstrated such courage and fearlessness against all odds, God took note of it and prophesied over this tribe called Zebulun. And he said that they would be, and put it up, there it is. He said, out of Zebulun will come a group of people who will handle the pen of the writer. You read right over that and think that has no significance unless you look up Zebulun. It was a tribe that lived, and to this day, Zebulun is Galilee, which is the northern part of Israel, which is the area of Capernaum where Jesus performed most of the miracles of his ministry. That text is saying there's going to come a day when Jesus is going to show up in Galilee, and they're going to need pens. Not just to tell old stories about Moses and Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego and Daniel in the lion's den. But when this guy shows up, there's going to need to be a bunch of people with pens that know how to write that he's not just the God of I used to be, but he is the great I am. And the majority of Jesus' miracles were done in that region where they had so many pens and people who were gifted in writing. But the problem was the scribes wanted to hold on to the old way, and they constantly followed Jesus around. It should have been a scribe heyday. Jesus is opening blind eyes, healing lepers, raising dead people. They should have been writing like fire, should have been smoke coming off the page. But instead, all they do is follow him around and say, did you just heal her on the Sabbath? The old history book said you can't do nothing on the Sabbath, and you just healed that woman. My God, that you just broke the law. They didn't understand. You got the pen, the guy who wrote the law, the finger of fire that was on the mountain that wrote the 10 Commandments. Here it is, and he's laying that hand on people, and people are being healed. But they couldn't receive it because they had an old religious spirit like many people in the church have today. They just sit back and read the stories, but it's not for our day, and we really don't need to believe, and God can't do anything in the middle of a pandemic, and we're not really going to see revival, and healing isn't real, and miracles aren't real, and God can't touch this generation. They're too far gone. No, I don't believe that. And I'm pulling out the pen today, and I'm saying God's going to write another chapter over America and the world. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but we need to be people of faith who say there's another chapter coming, and it's a chapter that I believe is going to be the best. He saved the best for last.